Hello, my name is Dylan. I YouTube channel is Bros, and welcome to part 1 of solving 2x2 linear systems by matrix multiplication. So in part 1, we are going to practice solving a matrix. So let's get into it. So let's draw our matrix bracket. And now this is an inverse matrix. So an inverse matrix is anything that you multiply by an inverse matrix will give you the identity matrix. Will explain to you in later in this episode. Okay. So it's going to be 1, 1, negative 3, 3, 4, negative 4, negative 2, negative 3, 2. Okay. Now for the multiplication line, we are going to have negative 4, 7, and 8. 2, negative 4, negative 5, negative 1, 1, and 1. So basically how we're going to solve this is we can draw a bigger bracket and we can divide this bracket up into like a tic-tac-toe board with 9 spaces. So it's going to look something. This is a tiny tiny model of what it's gonna be. But there's gonna be we can have line here, here, here. Now these lines are not required, but it helps you guide. It helps guide you through the first steps. So what are these sections? Like there's 9 sections. Otherwise, what point would be the lines? So basically how we multiply is for this square, it's going to be 1, 1. So the first one is going to be 1 times negative 4, okay? So this one is going to be 2, 2, 2, okay? And so on. So let's draw our next one. I wouldn't recommend putting like any of the lines in until you draw out your first row. So we're gonna replace all of them in parentheses before multiplying them. So it's gonna look like 1, negative 4. Okay? And then plus 1, 2, plus negative 3, negative 1, and then we can draw our first line. Now, you can draw the lines across here, but if you're using lined paper like I am, you won't really need those lines because you can see, oh, there's a line there and there's a line there. Okay? So then, the next one is going to be 1, 7. Oh, and I'm just going to let you guys know, we're going to be multiplying these. So, in a quick review, anytime the signs are opposite, it's always going to be a negative. Anytime the signs are the same, it's going to be a positive. Okay? Okay. So it's going to be 1, 7 plus 1, negative 4, . plus -3, 1. Yeah, you do need a bunch of room to do these problems because they take up a lot of space, as you can see. And then the final line is going to be 1, 8 plus 1, -5 plus -3 1. And we can cap off our bracket. Okay? And now we can do the same for the rest of the lines. So it's going to be 3, -4, plus 4, 2, plus -4, -1. Okay? And then we can repeat it for the same sectors, or whatever you want to call it. Chunks, sectors. Okay. So, and then the next line is going to be 3, 7, plus 4, -4, plus -4, -1. Okay. This is actually a 1. Because a trick that you can use is, it's the second line. So this one and this one and this one are all going to be the same because we're not changing the second line. Okay? And then for the last line, it's going to be 3, 8, plus 4, -5, plus -4, 1. Okay? So the second line finished. And then the last line is going to be -2, -4, plus -3, 2, plus 2, -1. Okay? Then it's going to be -2, 7, plus -3, -4, plus 2, And then for the last line, -2, 8, -3, -5, +2, 1. Okay? So now we have finished that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to multiply everything. So, and also keep your lines and brackets in a straight place, okay? So, let's draw this. It's going to be -4 +2 +3. Now, I know this looks weird, but we're going to keep that there because it keeps organized, even though it could just be placed here. It keeps it way neater and organized. And then it's going to be 7 -4 -3. And then for the last line, it's 8 -5 -3. And then -12 +8 +4, 21 -16 -4, and then lastly 24 -20 -4. Okay. And then for the last line, it's 8 -6 -2, -14 +12 +2. And then lastly, it's -16 +15 +2. Okay? And now, we can put them all together, and we have 1, 0, 0. Then our line, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. And you might be like, okay, what do we do with this now? Well, if we put it all into a smaller bracket, it's 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. Now, do you see any patterns in this? I see one. So basically there is a line of ones going through. Now that is called the main line. And this right here is called an identity matrix. And basically the main line is all consisted of ones. And then the offline or everything else is 0. So basically, this means that anytime I multiply a number by an identity matrix, I will always get the same thing back. So thank you guys for watching part 1 of the solving 2x2 linear systems by matrix multiplication, and part 2 will be coming out shortly. Bye.